Right, thank you for taking time for watching this video that you're about to watch. Now, I'd love you all to subscribe to my channel. Let's get the subscribers up. But one of my favourite and most loyal subscribers is one of my daughters, who she's just made this for me. Look at that. What does it say?
Subscribe to Colin.
So what do you want the people to do?
To subscribe to my daddy.
Good morning, internet, and welcome back to the channel. It is Monday morning. It's the 20th of November, and it is 11 minutes past the hour of 10, or 11 minutes past the hour of 11 if you want to go on to summertime, which I can't wait to get back there. Although you shouldn't wish your life away really, should you? But still, never mind. So today, tank back on the bike. I was going to do it yesterday, but unfortunately for me, one of my ailments in life, in getting older, is I get this arthritis. I know I'm going to bore you now, but still, never mind, I'm going to tell you anyway. I get this arthritis, but not in one place. I get it. What is it? I think this is there's a word for this which I can't quite remember now. It's the bit that travels around. You know, one day you'll have it in your knees and you have it in your elbows. I don't get it very much, but yesterday I had it in my hands and I thought to myself, do you know what? Probably not a good idea to try and lift the tank up with this, because it'd be disastrous. Okay, so as you know, did all this Saturday with the valve clearance, which was, if you watch the video, the exhaust was okay, the inlet was tight, but the problem was, as the video showed, was the gasket, which I'm still not 100% confident. I've had a look on the internet. I thought actually that I'll be able to get a gasket set from India, because, you know, I like supporting it from there. The bikes come from India. For the Himalayan and for this, I've bought stuff direct from India and I've never had a problem with it. But lo and behold, I cannot find a service kit for the rocker cover, apart from Hitchcock's. You'd think there'd be something in France, wouldn't you? You know, I mean, still, never mind. So Hitchcock, so yeah. It looks like that either way, even if this doesn't leak, which I don't, I just got this horrible feeling it's going to, but even if it doesn't, I'm still going to order one for the next time that I check it all and that. So, but it would be really nice if the tank went on, it started up and it didn't leak, but I'm not too sure. Okay, with all that said, let's get the tank on, shall we? I'll shut up and get the tank on. Once again, I must apologise for I didn't realise till I edited the video that I put on the other day. I just didn't realise how long it was. Yeah, still, never mind. But everything I did, you know, was on the camera, and I couldn't edit bits out because it was going through. So apologies for if people went on and thought, oh my God, what's this? But it did actually show all the bits and pieces that you can come up against, you know. A true to form, this is what happens. Right, let's get you turned round. Get you in the right position. Get you down there. A bit closer will probably be a good idea. I think that's about right, is it? Maybe just a little bit lower. Okay. Right, now these are these two pipes. Now, yeah, let me just show you this, because obviously, you know, they are bent. One's like got the kink in it. Now, that's the way that they actually go. The one with the kink on comes to the right pipe underneath the tank, and this one goes to the left side. But these are just breathers. Oh, look, straight through. They literally come down here and they come out the bottom of the bike down there. They're just breathers. They're the same size. Well, one is slightly bigger bore, look, I suppose, right? One is a slightly bigger bore. But if by some chance you did get the wrong one on the wrong one, they're breathers. It's not going to be the be all end all of life. It really isn't. Anyway, right, so I'm going to put the rag up here just to save any damage to this when it goes over. Now I'm hoping that this is going to slide onto these rubbers really nice. Just to be a bit careful here because I don't want this getting fouled up. I'd hate to slide the tank on and it all gets fouled up in there. Right, where's me little block of wood, which I had round here somewhere. You can tell I'm organised as ever when I start these videos. I have got one somewhere. Oh man, I've got this. I did actually use that big one, but I did have a smaller piece of wood somewhere. The other, here it is. Try and get that one there just to get it lifted up. Okay, right, so I'm going to go and get the tank. I always hate carrying these tanks, I really do. But you never. Right, okay, so just looking under here, as he just hits the mic. Yeah, you see, as you look at this, well, I don't know whether you actually see there, but as you look at this, one is bigger. So when it goes on here, the furthest one away, which will be on the left-hand side, is bigger. Right, so let's get this slid back on here. Okay, now that seems to be pretty good there. Nothing seemed to foul. Okay, might just check this side. Down. Okay, that seems to be nice in there. We haven't got nothing stuck there. We just put this rag back under there. Now I think the first thing we'll do is we'll get these pipes back on, which I don't seem to be lifting quite as high as I did before. Is it because maybe a bit too much rag, huh? That's it. I don't think it needs loads, but right. So this one is the. I mean, you've literally just got to feel this. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So this one's the bigger one. And put it on there like that. I mean, it's you can get onto these quite easy to do this. You just gotta make sure that it's pushed up to the top nicely. I'm going to get the second pipe here and bring him across to this one. Now the second pipe was a bit tighter. This time it has gone on fairly well. Okay, so that's those two pipes on there, like that. Okay, now what we need to do this side, we need to get on the electrical connections. Now I'm going to pump this back up again to save me poor old back. I don't know what I'd do without this. I'll tell you what, I've had this lift now for, well, years. I think I bought this in about 2009, you know, and it really has served well. It's great. It just saves the old back all the time, and the knees. Okay, so what we're looking at now again is we got our fuel line and we've got our electrical contacting bit here. So let's get him up here a minute, and we're going to get this on first of all, which again, you just gotta, I'm just wondering, hang on a sec, I should have actually done this first really, shouldn't I? He's probably just propped up the tank. Saved me trying to hold it. Whoops. Right, let's get that there. Now that should enable me to get up here a bit easier. You just gotta I know this is stupid, but you just gotta try and find, which isn't the easiest thing to do. I'm just gonna have to move you just down there a little bit while I just try and get, watch has got to come off. Once again, oh, to have small hands, eh? It would be so nice. Okay, I do believe that is it, but it didn't seem to actually click in too good. I like to, no, it wasn't it at all. Ah, dear. I like to hear that click, and it ain't clicking. Click. It wouldn't be so bad if you could get this rubber boot down a bit more, but the minute you put the boot in, right, let's get some light on the subject, shall we? Hey? Right, I think that's it. There was a click. You really got to get this and push really hard to get that click. You really have. Okay. Now, this goes behind this black clip here, which again, not the easiest thing in the world to do. But that is where it's got to go, and you just literally got to get it there and push it behind like that. So when you put that electrical connection up there, it really is, you really got to push up tight to get that clip, to get that click here. Okay, let's get the petrol in. Now this should just push on. That's it, you hear that one clicking. Right. Oh, look at that. And the tank just slides straight back down there. I'm impressed. Right, eh? So, that was nice. Tank on, eh? Tank on, look at this. Right, let's just load it back down again. Now, so the electrical connection, you really have got to get it so that it really does. You push it up, and you've really got to get your thumb and push it up and wait for that click. And then, you know, when you get the click, sorted. Right, okay, so let's get some bolts through it. Well, I say let's get some bolts through it. There's only one bolt in it. Let's get the tank bolt done up. Okay, so tank nice and secure on them rubbers, excellent. I tell you what, compared to the Himalayan, because when I did that, that was awful getting that back on. This was a dream to do. I'm just going to put you down there, look. Okay. Get in a better position there. I mean, I thought this might be a little bit of a bugger to get in, because if you remember, I had to prise that out with an old tyre lever and a bit of rag, but you know what? Dream team, or what? Okay, now what was these now? 10 and a 12, was it? I don't know, something like that, I'd say. 10 and a 12. I've probably got the wrong sizes, but hey ho, because we're back to the... Okay. So it's a 10, probably a 10 and an 8 by the look of it, I'd say. Oh dear. We'll get there, we'll get there. I'm just excited to get this done. Like a little kid, eh? Literally, like a little kid. Okay, there we go. Now again, this doesn't, you know, this is between two little rubbers, so this doesn't have to be absolutely dead tight, but obviously you don't want your tank on flying off as you're going down the road. So those I've got to be honest, those pipes are a lot easier to do up on this than they was on the Himalayan. A lot easier. Okay, so let's have a think. We've got our tank done, we've got our fuel line connected, we've got the electrics connected, we put the clip back on there to get the cable in, and we've got the two pipes, which again was reasonably easy to do. Okay, so what are we looking at now? Well, I think that's it. Now, I'm not going to put the seat on yet, for the simple reason is, if this obviously does leak, which, as I said, has got every chance to do, so I'm just going to move the tools off for a minute, and because everything rattles on the platform when it starts up anyway, but right, okay, so I'm going to leave the seat off and the grab rails, because if this leaks, then obviously it's all got to come off again while I order it from Hitchcock's, which it does come pretty quick. Right, okay, so let's get this up here, shall we? Get this down to a, there you go. Right, so the truth now. Well, there's a fuel pump primed, okay. So before we even start the bike up, let's make sure that that's nicely sealed there, which it is. It's not very often that these go. Here's these two pipes, look. Hang on, I'm just going to whiz you around. These are these two pipes here. One has got a cap on the end, yeah, that, you know, occasionally you empty. The other one is simply just a breather. It's as simple as that, yeah. Okay, so let us get everything else sorted. Well, we're all ready to rock and roll, I think. Yeah, right, let's go. Okay, well, at the moment there's no apparent oil gushing out all over the floor, which is always a good thing. What we're going to do is we'll get the garage door open. Okay, let them let out the fumes. Right, let's get this. Okay. Well, let's get you down here. So at the moment, that's all pretty good, yeah. We've got nothing. Okay. Okay, so there doesn't appear to be any oil coming out of there at all, but of course it needs a run. I mean, it does need a run. Now I do want to do an oil change, but I'm not going to do that until I'm absolutely 100% satisfied that she's not leaking. I got to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised. I really thought, considering how much goo and rubbish was put around that gasket, that it would leak. I really thought that would leak, but it hasn't. So you know what, fantastic, that's pleased me, because it's, what is it now, for the kit, which is the actual gasket and the rubbers. And don't ask me why, when you buy the service kits, the rocker cover service kit from Hitchcock's, you also get the bolts. I don't know why you want the bolts, you know, really speaking, you want the rubbers, you know, you want the rubber gasket and you want the rubbers. I don't know why you want the bolts, but it comes with a kit. So you're looking at €29, and then, like I say, a bit of postage, import duties, you know, you pay the VAT in this country, you're going to be knocking on like €35–40, innit? Which, but I still say, if you get one of these gaskets from brand new and you look after it, you know, I think you could have this on and off probably 3 or 4 times with no problem at all. I really do. These gaskets are tough, they're good gaskets, you know. So yeah, okay, so I'm thinking to myself, job well done. Yeah, job well done. Right, like I said, I'm going to put the seat back on now, which you don't want to see me do that, you know, it's pretty simple. I'm really happy with that one. Like I say, I need to get it out, I need to take it for a ride, just to make sure that we're not leaking. Once I'm happy it's not leaking, we're going to do an oil change. And after, now I'll tell you what I am going to do. Apart from, you know, the clutch, yes, I'm going to adjust that, and the front wheel I'm going to balance. One thing that I am going to do, which I've heard through the grapevine, I don't know if it's right, if it's wrong, I don't really care if it's right or wrong, but I'm going to check it, is that these calipers, especially the front one, suffers on the sliders, lack of grease and that. So since it's winter time, I'm going to take these calipers down and I'm going to make sure that they're working okay. I did it with the Himalayan. Well, I did the back brake on the Himalayan because the Himalayan squeaked like hell, and I cured that problem. So I'm going to check these brakes well, because let's face it, brakes and bikes, very important bit of kit. Right, let's have another final check, shall we, before we say tatty boy. Okay, well, you know what, that looks pretty dry to me. Follow me around this side, yeah, and I don't really actually see this one. Let's get you in close and personal again, shall we, for a minute. But yeah, you know, there is no oil there at all. That's yeah, okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Right, so like I said, job in the town. I think that's well done. This is a short video, makes up for the time that I took on the other one. So put the tank back on, as you saw, pretty basic, pretty easy. Those two pipes, you can't go wrong. One slightly bigger bore, it's pretty self-explanatory. You've just got to feel your way through. It's easy to do, but they're only breathers anyway, so yeah. The electrical bit, you've really got to make sure that it was a tight, not tight, but to get the actual click, you know, because the last thing you want to be doing, you're riding around and you haven't got that clicked in and it shakes loose, you're going to stop, bang, you're going to stop, no fuel. So very important. Right, okay, so that's all that, job done, I'm well happy. Thanks for watching. I hope this video, again, I hope you've liked it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, as Itchy Boot says, and yeah, have a fantastic day. Catch you in the next video. See you all soon. Bye for now. Take care.